Look closely at this digital room. What appears to be a solid, photorealistic space can instantly dissolve into millions of tiny, glowing particles. For decades, computer graphics relied on the polygon. Building worlds out of flat, rigid triangles is hardware efficient, but the illusion breaks on soft, organic shapes. As you can see, rigid geometry struggles to map onto complex surfaces like a dog's fur. In 2020, researchers attempted to solve this using neural radiance fields, or NeRFs. By using AI to calculate exactly how light moves through a specific 3D volume, they achieved true photographic realism. But NeRFs are slow. To determine the color of a single pixel, the system shoots a simulated ray of light through a dense 3D grid, calculating the math step by step by step. Rendering just one frame can take seconds or even minutes. This created a roadblock for technologies like virtual reality. Hardware requires over 100 frames per second to feel smooth, but users demand photorealism. For years, hitting both targets at the same time was considered a computational impossibility. In 2023, a new method broke that bottleneck: 3D Gaussian Splatting. Gaussian splatting replaces rigid triangles and heavy AI models with an unstructured swarm of microscopic, fuzzy mathematical equations. Changing the core geometric building block from a flat shape to a scalable point of light, this technique bypassed the trade-off between rendering speed and visual fidelity. This diagram isolates a single 3D Gaussian at a defined location. Its covariance matrix allows the orb to stretch, squash, and rotate, aligning perfectly against angled surfaces. It also stores lighting data, shifting color and brightness depending on your angle to simulate reflections. Because these Gaussians are independent and flexible, millions of them can pack together to conform to the messy geometry of the physical world. The system builds its own map of reality. When it detects a complex edge, it clones and splits large Gaussians into smaller ones to capture fine details. Simultaneously, it deletes redundant splats in empty space, pruning to optimize memory usage. To render the scene instantly, the GPU uses tile-based rasterization. It divides the screen into 16 by 16 pixel grids, sorting the 3D blobs by depth and flattening them onto your screen in a single pass. This automated density control and rapid tile sorting eliminates the heavy math of ray marching, allowing photorealistic rendering at over 100 frames per second. By 2026, Gaussian splatting moved from academic theory into professional visual effects. Artists now manipulate these splats directly within industry-standard compositing software, treating them as routine digital assets alongside traditional 3D models. In film production, locations captured with laser scanners are now deployed onto LED virtual production walls in a matter of hours. This speed eliminates the need for massive rendering farms, proving that splats are stable enough for high-stakes professional environments. The next step is 4D Gaussian splatting. We can now track a fluid human figure composed entirely of moving light particles. By deforming a single set of splats over time, the system creates fully navigable, real-time volumetric video of human performances. This processing power is already available on smartphones, where mobile apps can process 3D locally to create digital twins of rooms and objects. Because these splats are explicit points of light, they map directly to the simultaneous perspectives required for glass-free light field displays. By untethering digital media from the flat screen, this technology is moving captured reality into a physically navigable 3D space.